Hi guys, it's Chelsea, and today I'm going to be talking to you about things that you can do when it's rainy outside and you're kind of confined to your camper. This can apply to people that live on the road or people that just live in a small apartment or wherever and just want to entertain themselves on days that they can't go outside and explore. So as a nomad, I spend most of my time exploring the areas that I'm in. So I'm not in the camper a whole lot like I am right now, but go figure, it's kind of rainy outside, it's kind of cold, so I'm trying to be productive and I'm gonna film a video talking about ways to be productive and fill your time on rainy days. Perfect timing. So I have about 13 things here on my list of things to do when you can't wander around in nature, which is our favorite thing to do, but so be it. Sometimes nature says, get out of here. Go do your own thing for a little bit. So here we go. Number one, journaling. I have spent so much time, especially when Bean was traveling with me and Athena, we would just sit and journal for hours. And it was really therapeutic and good for us. Like, we would write our gratitude list, we would talk about things that we did that day, we would collect our little ticket stubs from places that we've been and tape them in there. It was all really good for us, and it's kind of cool to be able to look back in a journal and just see a date, and that date it says, like, even if it's just bullet points of walked around Acadia National Park or ate really good blueberry pie at whatever restaurant, just write what you did that day. And also, if you ever get in trouble, you have a journal, an alibi that says everything you've done, so you are not at the scene of the crime. Just kidding. Just journal. It's really therapeutic, it's good for you, and yeah. Along the same lines is writing letters. If you are out on the road, you probably have friends and family that you left behind in your hometown. So what I do to pass the time is I write a bunch of letters. I write postcards to my mom and dad and my brother and my grandparents, or I spend a lot of time actually writing postcards to you guys, because if you are a patron on my Patreon account, every month I will send you a postcard or a print. So I make my prints, I do my postcards, I write letters, I put together little care packages with travel trinkets. That's another Patreon thing that you can get. Yeah, I love writing letters and collecting postcards from the places I'm at and then sending those all out. Number 3 is I spend time reading. I think that it's so important to keep your brain active, and even if you're out of school, it's just nice to read. And you know what? Sometimes I even listen to audiobooks, especially when I'm driving, but I have a list of my top 5 books of all time, and I will put that in the cards up here, can't remember which side. And yeah, click on that, go check out my top 5 favorite books. Spend some time reading. It's just good to get lost in another world and just feel like you're becoming a part of these characters' lives. It's just great. Just spend some time reading. Number 4 is watch some movies, man. Everyone wants to have a day where they just curl up in bed and watch Netflix or movies and binge watch their favorite TV shows. So use this rainy day as an excuse to get cozy, put some popcorn in the microwave, and binge your favorite television shows. Why not? It's okay to have a day where you do nothing. It's okay. Number 6 is painting. Bean and I spent so much time painting, and we had such a good time. Everyone needs some type of creative outlet, and that is just it's so therapeutic in its own. And something really, really therapeutic is paint by numbers. And I actually want to share with you guys this paint by numbers company that sent me a couple of their things. I'm gonna put in a bunch of footage of all this stuff too, because it's so cool. They sent me their actual canvases, and they have numbers all over them, and they send you the paints and the brushes. This company has them at such a fair price compared to other ones that I've looked at, and it's so nice. You can spend hours. This one painting that I'm going to show you in the footage actually took me 4 days to complete, and that was with the help of a couple of my friends. So paint by numbers can be really cool, because even if you're not a real artistic person, it shows you where to put all the paint, and you end up creating something really beautiful that you would have never been able to create otherwise. And you can pick whichever paint by numbers thing that you want. It shows you what all the final products will look like before you paint them, so you can pick which one like appeals to you the most. And they even come with frames sometimes, so you can frame it up on the canvas and hang it on your wall, and it's a beautiful piece of art. So Paint Plot did send me this particular painting that I am showing the footage of, and if you are interested in getting your own Paint Plot paint by numbers set, I will link their website in the description below. They have really fair prices. Man, just have fun. I had such a good time just putting on some music and losing myself in following these little detailed spots to put paint. And for me, for people like me that are kind of like, that love that immediate satisfaction and like love doing little tedious things like with an immediate result, do it. It's the best. Number 6 would be to cook something. Cook a new recipe that you've never tried before. Get yourself a little cookbook for the road or for your apartment or wherever you are, and just try cooking something new. Actually, yesterday I made my first pasta sauce from scratch. It was like an Alfredo sauce with Havarti cheese. Oh, it was amazing. Yeah, just try cooking something new. Who knows? It can be a creative outlet for you, and it's just kind of fun, and then you get that immediate satisfaction because you get to eat it, and we all like eating things, so yeah, cooking. So the next thing I have on the list is cleaning, and I know this doesn't sound like the most fun thing to do on a rainy day. However, it is really fulfilling because once you're done, you look at your space, it feels good, it's refreshing, it's cleansed. It's just a nice feeling. So clean, do your dishes, whatever you need to do, like wipe down the counters, sweep your floors, make your bed, put all your stuff away, get stuff off of the counters, create a clean space for yourself. Especially if you're a nomad, you know that living in a small space, like, you don't want a bunch of clutter around, so organize it. It feels good. Just do it. The next thing on the list is one of my favorite things to do. Okay, so you don't want to go explore outside because it's raining, but you don't want to be inside your camper or apartment or wherever you are either. Go to a museum. It's indoors. You can walk around. You still get the feeling that you're doing something that day and taking advantage of the area that you're in, which is great. So go to a museum. Most of them are relatively cheap, under $25 to get into. Go check out the local art. If you're in a big city, go check out art that's like from around the world. Like, what's cooler than that? Recently, I visited the Metropolitan Museum of Art for the first time ever in my life, and I had such a good time exploring there. I also have gone recently to a student museum in Providence, Rhode Island, and I'll show you footage of all that stuff too. It was just a really good time. Just, yeah, go check out the museums in your area, because why not? And you get to stay dry and warm. Go check out a museum. Moving forward, we have the zine. So Bean and I, when we were on the road, as a couple of you guys know, we published our own weekly zine, and we had such a good time doing it. And it was a really cool way for us to be creative and spend time, especially when we encountered rainy days, because we would just sit inside and make our zine. And I also have a video about how to make your own zine if you are interested. Again, I'll put it in the cards. Go check that out. I never thought that I would be a person that enjoyed making something and publishing it and everything, but oh my god, it was so satisfying to see the final product, and the process of being creative and making your own pages and topics and everything was really cool. So make a zine. Go check out my video about making a zine. I think you'll really like it. It was surprisingly fun. The next two things on the list are productive things. Maybe not so fun, but definitely something that you just have to do sometimes. Have a laundry day. So as you know, if you're a nomad, we don't have washers and dryers, so we have to visit laundromats, and that can take a couple hours. So go sit inside, bring a book, bring a journal, bring some headphones or whatever you want to do. Go sit yourself up at a laundromat and get all your clothes done. Get your bedding done. Do all the things that you need to do. I know it's annoying to be at laundromats or whatever, but something that you gotta do, so go do your laundry. The next thing on the list is to clear out your inbox. Man, I get so many emails that I don't care about. And I am great at clicking that little unsubscribe button at the very bottom of all of them. Stop getting all that junk email. No one cares. I am such a stickler about my inbox. I never have unread messages because I clear it out like 5 times a day. Like seriously, I check my email throughout the day. If you ever want to get in touch with me, do it through an email. So go clear out your digital space. Just as much as it feels good having a clean physical space to be in, having a clear digital space can also relieve you of a lot of stress. Go catch up on emails that you've been meaning to get back to for a while, or whatever you need to do. Just clear it out. Clear it out. Clear it out. Number 12 on the list will be a pamper day. And I don't care if you're a guy or a girl or whatever you are. It doesn't matter. Gender does not matter here. Have a pamper day. Clean your nails. Clip them. Paint them. Put a face mask on. Brush your teeth. Whiten your teeth. Take a bath. Take a nice shower. Shave your legs. Whatever. Put a hair mask in. I don't know. Have a pamper day. You don't have to be outside for it. You're not walking around. Leave a face mask on for 30 minutes. Leave a hair mask on for 4 hours past the point where you're supposed to take it off. I don't know. Your body will thank you. Your hair will thank you. Your skin will thank you. Just pamper yourself for a day. Do it. And last but not least is another thing that I consider very productive and just fulfilling for your life, but whatever. Learn an instrument, man. I have been wanting to learn to play guitar or like ukulele or banjo or some type of instrument for such a long time. And I dabble here and there with a couple instruments, but I'm not proficient in any of them. So what I really want to start doing, and this is part of the reason I'm mentioning this here as a reminder to myself, take a YouTube lesson. There are YouTube lessons for every single instrument. Follow the courses. Just do it. I have a guitar under my bed. This is all storage under here. I'm going to pull it out after this, and I'm going to go on YouTube and I'm going to look up a 15-minute beginner lesson, and I'm just going to play along. I'm going to learn because the lessons are free. It's on the internet. So why not enrich your life? Learn a skill. Whatever it may be. It doesn't even have to be an instrument. For me, it's going to be an instrument. Do an instrument. Learn an instrument. Play me a song. Send me a recording of your first lesson. I want to hear it. I'm so serious. And I guess let me just add on one more thing that you can do on a rainy day. And this is something that I love to do, as a couple of you guys know. Whatever faith you practice, why not dedicate some time to it that day? For me personally, I practice Wicca. I think that it's really cool to make time to study your practice and maybe do a ritual, maybe do a little spell, whatever you want to do. Cleanse your area with, you know, your sage, your incense, your elements. Use your elements, whatever you want to do. It can be a really good spiritual moment for you to have some time indoors or whatever to get connected to whatever energy that you are connected to. If you're not a religious person, if you are not a spiritual person, then just disregard this part. Do the other 13. That's okay. I've been there as well. For those people that do practice some type of spirituality, why not dedicate some time to it? You know, just give it a go. It feels good. Why not? I hope that you guys have enjoyed these things to do on a rainy day. I have been wanting to put out this video forever because I remember when I first became a nomad and I experienced rainy days, I literally typed into YouTube things to do on a rainy day, and all it came up with is things to do on a rainy day with kids or when you have children. So it was like all very kiddie stuff, but this is an adult version of what to do on a rainy day when you can't go outside. Also, nomad edition / tiny living. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this list. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up. Man, it is so helpful. And also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. You don't even have to watch my videos if you don't want to after you subscribe, but you know, I need that internet validation sometimes, so just click that button. It means a lot to me. Doesn't mean anything to you. I just, you know, good deed of the day. Make me feel good. Follow me on my social media accounts. They are all linked in the description below. And I will see you guys in the next video.